Hello and welcome to Nativa Intuition. I'm your hostess Nativa, and we're going to do a zodiac sign today. So let's see what zodiac sign Spirit wants us to read for today. Okay, let's see. Let us see. Okay. All right, we have air at the bottom, so you could have air in your chart. Oh, we have Aquarius. All right, so Aquarius, you could have Capricorn in your chart as well, or you could be cross-watching for the sign of Aquarius. You could be a Capricorn. All right, so let's see what's going on for you, Aquarius. Okay, Spirit has chosen you for today. Let's see. First, let's read about Aquarius. Let me see. Okay, so Aquarius is a fixed sign. The key phrase is I know. Okay. From January 20th to February 18th, the communicative energy of air finds determination in the fixed, stick-to-it quality. You may not have the answers, but you have a network available to you. Use it, and the answer to everything is at your fingertips. Okay, the key phrase, I know, is a little misleading. You don't necessarily know the answers, but rather you know how to find them. In this situation, ask, who has the information I need? Also, Google is your friend. Having big visions and loving ideas makes for great conversations, but can leave a relationship empty of human emotion and others' feelings neglected. Avoid being distant, detached, and cold. Okay, yeah, so Aquarius, you do have this tendency to be attached or detached from situations, okay? That's just, in your nature, you need a lot of space, right? So I feel like some people may not understand that about you, all right? But let's see what's going on for you, okay? Let's see. We're going to start with the alien deck, okay? The Martian deck is what it's called. All right, so what's the overall energy for Aquarius at this time, and what do they need to know? What does Aquarius need to know? The truth. Okay, we have Anunnaki, controlling drama, conflict, and interests. All right, so you could be experiencing this with somebody. All right, conflict of interest. Or someone could say this about you. Okay, something about control. Or maybe Spirit is letting you know that you may need to release control in a situation. Okay, let's see. Okay, earth element. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn strongly in earth. An earth sign here. We have survival, adaptable, reliable, or you're very grounded at this time. Okay, and then we have a Kabbalah tree of life. Integration, life lessons, emanation. Very interesting for you. Okay, so I feel like you're adapting to a new phase in your life where you are growing from a situation, learning a lesson here. Okay, you've had to survive. Okay, and people view you as very reliable. They feel like they can depend on you on certain things. Okay, they feel like they can call you at any time, even though you may need space. This could be conflicting. Okay, so now I'm getting it. So like it could be very conflicting to others because they may need you in a sense. Okay, they feel like you're very reliable, but when it's time for Aquarius to need their space, they're going to take that space. Okay, and sometimes it may be for a very long time. All right, especially when you have just gone through a very deep traumatic experience, or you've just learned something new here that is changing you in some way, or changing your view on something here. Okay, when it comes to this experience in life. Okay, so let's see what else. Aquarius. Okay, it says Vesica Pisces. You have Pisces in your chart. Okay. Divine Feminine, birthday, fertility. Huh. Okay. You could be tapping into your creative side. Okay, Evans, mystery, reading between the lines, intuition. Yeah, this has something to do with your inner self. Okay, your intuition is telling you certain things. You're tapping into your feminine side as well. Okay, I feel like you're searching for a sort of balance. All right, because, you know, with that controlling, dogma, the Anunnaki card, it's like, you don't really do well with conflict. If anything, you will leave that alone. But you read in between the lines when it comes to that. Okay, and you try to understand, you try to put yourself in people's shoes. Okay, but yeah, I feel like you're being very creative with yourself about something here. Okay, you're adapting to being creative. All right, you're kind of like, what is that called? You're like an iguana. You like blending into your environment. Is that yeah, you're blending into your environment here. Okay, you really love your peace here. Okay, with the vegan, solitude, independence, and peace. Yeah, you love your peace. You love being alone. Not completely alone, but just, having time to yourself to think. Okay, breathe in that fresh air. You are an air sign, so you breathe in that fresh air. You start thinking, more clearly about something here. Okay, you start really meditating on something. Okay, and then this also could have to do with a lover. Here we have the Venusians, romance, soulmates, and empathy. Yeah, so empathy is part of you. Like you empathize with others. All right, but let's see what else. I'm getting something about a telescope, looking into the stars. Okay, doing your research. Some of you could really be deep into astronomy. You're looking into the astrological chart, maybe your chart, maybe you're researching your chart. Okay, what you have in your chart. Oh, there we go. Venusians again. Okay. Why am I hearing home sweet home? Okay, we have an Andromedon's autonomy, free will, manifestation. So you're manifesting a romantic lover here. Okay, there's a soulmate here that empathizes with you, understands you, or feels like they do. Okay, or you feel like they do, and it's your free will here. I feel like you want to have free will when it comes to your romantic life. Okay, I feel like you don't want to have too much, like you want control of yourself. You don't want others to control you. Okay, so you're trying to practice free will, and still being available for someone here. Okay, I feel like, again, like you're looking for some sort of a balance when it comes to your romantic life. Okay, or you have it already. So we have crop circles, messages, curiosity, and signs. Yeah, you're a very curious one, Aquarius. You're always curious. You like new things. Okay, you like learning. All right. Tall whites, uncertainty, distrust, and guarded. Okay, so this gives me a feeling of like someone not really trusting the signs that they're seeing, or not sure about these signs, but they're curious. So maybe this is you, like, you're learning about something and you're curious about it, but you're not really too sure about it. Okay, so that's what I'm getting with you right now. All right, so you're learning something, and I see you like very well into this like romantic energy. Okay, but you've been hurt before. Okay, there's some people that they disagree with you in certain things. All right, there's also people who are inspired by you, in awe of you, they dream of you. Okay, or you've had dreams about something regarding this situation with a lover here. Okay, you're guarded at this time, or someone is guarded towards you, but I do see something flourishing here, something you're learning. It's really intriguing to you. Okay, what else? Also, you could have Aquarius in your chart as well, anywhere in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Venus, and you can find that you resonate with this reading. So we have Taotians, resilient, bold, and sassy. Okay, and then we have reptilians, predator, survival, tyrannical. Okay, so there's that controlling situation again, or tyrannical, like someone is like, you know, it's my way or the highway, right? So I feel like someone here feels this way. Oh, yeah. I feel like someone here feels this way. You could view them as a predator, or that, you know, someone is out to get you, or, you know, or someone could view you like this, like they're out to get me, you know. But I feel like you're being very bold with a particular person in your life, or, you know, certain people in your life. Like, you're being very bold. Okay, I feel like you're stepping up in some way, especially with what you have been learning. Okay, you're stepping up against, you're stepping up against, and, you know, the way I see it is you're looking at this person like, you know, who are you to tell me, you know, that it has to be this way? Or, you know, it's just looking like you're defending yourself against a predator here, okay, against corrupt occultic leaders here. All right, so I feel like this is your energy right now. Okay, you're very defensive and guarded against anyone who is trying to you know, question you, or make you, you know, do something you don't like to do, or just anything pertaining to something that is, it just doesn't make sense to you. It doesn't give you satisfaction. It's like, no, I'm okay. You know, you're assessing a situation when it comes to predators in your life. Okay, and this could be anybody, family members, friends, even spouses or ex-spouses, you know. So yeah, very interesting for you. So let's tap into, let's see here. Let's get an idea of what you should expect, okay, in the near future. All right, pertaining to like everyday life. Let's see. For Aquarius, Holy Spirit. What does Aquarius need to know when it comes to what they should expect in the near future pertaining to everyday life? Social battery drain. All right, so expect for you to like have your space again. Like you love your space. You need time. You need time for yourself to think something through. Sometimes it could take you a little bit longer than usual, but you need that space. Okay, I get it. All right, let's see what else. Inbox zero hero. All right, so I feel like a lot of people are going to be hitting you up, all right, texting you, messaging you, calling you, and not a lot of people are going to intrigue you. You're not really going to respond to a lot of them. Okay, I'm also getting that you may be expecting a message from someone, but you're going to be feeling like, you know, they're not texting you or something like that. Something about a roommate as well could be texting you nonstop, calling you nonstop. Okay, let's see what else. All right, we have passive aggressive notes writer. All right, so I feel like someone here is going to be reminding you of certain things. Okay, we have cat lady. Or you're going to be seeing signs, okay, about someone here. Okay, you're going to get like, you know, like signs and messages that are going to be like in your face. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, like I didn't expect that. You know, there's someone here that wants to like cuddle with you. I don't know, like with the cat lady, I'm getting like cuddling. Okay, cuddle vibes. All right, like someone may want to cuddle with you. They're gonna want to hit you up. They're gonna want to text you, and you may not be replying because you may be focused on other tasks that you may be reminded of. Okay, so let's see. We have trend chaser. Okay. Then we have chronic multitasker. Okay, so you could be also, expect for you to like, you know, start wearing like, you know, the best clothing, or, you know, you're gonna be like getting some new stuff here. I see maybe you're planning on doing this. There's something about getting like the latest technology or like the latest clothes, something like that. Like you're a fashion fashionista, fashion. Yeah, you're into fashion. Okay, the latest fashion here. Okay, you're gonna be doing a lot here. All right, and I feel like it's going to stress you out just a little bit. Like your mind's gonna be just a little bit twisted here. All right, because a lot of people are going to be expecting a lot out of you. So you're gonna want to like keep that up, like keep up your reputation as well with this trend chaser. All right, so people are going to be, you know, expecting a lot out of you, and it may overwhelm you a little bit. Okay, and I feel like that's why you always want space. Okay, we have a meme lord, and we have toilet paper hoarder. All right, so yeah, I see you like also just kind of like, oh, we have serial killer at the bottom. Okay, literally that's a box of cereal. Isn't that funny? But yeah, I feel like you're going to be like, you know, taking care of certain things. Okay, making sure that your house is filled with all the necessary resources. Okay, you're gonna be getting, you know, obviously like toiletries, but I'm also getting like you're gonna be like indoors a little bit, like you're gonna be on your phone a lot. Okay, people are gonna see this about you, like why are they on their phone so much? You know, why are they posting that? Or people are gonna be questioning this. Like you see the look on the cereal box's face, they're like you know, like there's gonna be people side-eyeing you, like why, you know, or this is something that you may be afraid of, but like don't be afraid of like expressing yourself. Okay, so it's like people won't completely agree, but people are going to be watching you, loving to watch you continue to do what it is that you do. Okay, you could have a platform, you could be doing something creative. Okay, maybe that's something that you're learning about, doing something creative on the internet. People are going to be constantly watching you, and some people are going to side eye you, but that's okay because it doesn't matter what they think, right? So there's going to be other people that actually support you on your journey. Okay, impulse buyer. Okay, yeah, so I'm also getting like you're gonna be treating yourself a bit. All right, this is your way of therapy here, and we have snooze button. So you're gonna have like a relaxing day soon. Expect for you to like, you know, get a lot of stuff or buy a lot of stuff, or someone's gonna want to give you a lot. Okay, I feel like, you know, you have like a relaxed energy, but at the same time, you can get a little bit overwhelmed here. Okay, it's to the point where you need time, like you need time to do something yourself. Okay, so I don't know. And let's get like two more. Someone here like could love juice. Okay, we have drama queen. Okay, we also have human charger. Okay, so be careful of like an energy vampire. I'm saying that there's someone here who they have an issue with drama. Like I don't know what it is, but I feel like you're not a part of that. Like you don't like drama, but there's someone here who's going to want to recharge with you after some sort of drama, or they feel like they need to recharge with you, and this person could be prone to drama here. Okay, so just be wary of that. All right, yeah, so let's get one more. What's this drama queen? All right, drama queen. Meal prep. Okay, mastermind. Selfie fail. Someone could have broke your phone, or you broke your phone dealing with some sort of a drama situation. Someone could even be viewing you as you're being a drama queen, okay, or a drama king, but like really like you're trying to be healthy in a sense. Okay, or someone's like a mastermind in creating drama. Okay, and they're like kind of like a chaos agent, like they destroy a lot. So just be very wary of who you associate with. Okay, because I feel like there's someone here, and I feel like that's why we got guarded. There's someone here that you can't trust, and maybe you feel like you're seeing signs of this, you know, and you're like, you know, why should I, you know, deal with this type of situation, right? So, but at the same time, like there's things that, you know, you're focused on, all right, and someone else is just focused on creating drama. I feel like take your time, all right, to step outside, think, and put your priorities in check. All right, continue to put your priorities first before drama. Okay, because there's someone here who could actually destroy these priorities that you have in mind, these priorities that you know you put first. Like there's certain things that you're trying to get done, and this is only a distraction. Okay, take what resonates. I feel like there could be someone in your life, or there's someone coming around in your life that, you know, could, could be into, you know, chaotic situations, all right? And maybe someone here doesn't mean to, but at the same time, there's someone here who just, they're just prone to it, you know? So just be very wary of that. Okay. So let's get some tarot out here. All right, so what does my beautiful and handsome Aquariuses need to know at this time? One more. Well, let's do that, just one more. There we go. All right. Okay, so we do have the Tower here, which speaks about change, all right, sudden shifts, all right, upheaval, disaster. Let's see. Something has changed regarding our responsibilities possibly here with the Ten of Wands, all right? Or you're burdened about something that suddenly changed, okay? Something could be just like bothering you, weighing on your chest a little bit, all right? We do have the Empress here, which speaks about nurturing, kindness, compassion, okay? And happiness and fulfillment, all right? And development. So you're trying to work, like, you're working hard to develop something here, okay? Didn't I say you were getting in touch with your feminine side? And also, you are being very creative, okay? The Empress is a creative energy here. So, yeah, I feel like that's what you're working on, your success, okay? On your creative side. All right, tell me more. All right, we have the Lovers. Then we have the Seven of Swords. You could feel betrayed by a lover. You could feel like someone has, you know, stabbed you in the back or said things behind your back, did something here that was deceitful here, okay? So there could be a lover that you feel like you feel like you need to put your guards up against, okay? Or there's something about you being very committed to making certain moves in your life that could help you grow in a sense, like, but be careful, all right? There's something about dishonesty here. Let's see, what's this lover? Oh, we have Death in the reverse. Something here has been forced to change in your life. Like, there's no way of going, or this is a lover here that's being forced to change, okay? We have Justice here, all right? But this is like, actually, this is fair in a sense. So you're going to get some sort of clarity when it comes to something that was forced here, okay? Maybe that's why we got something about control. So something here was forced. Someone, like, it caused some sort of stagnation here, all right? Tell me more for Aquarius. All right, we have the King of Wands. And we have the Seven of Cups here, okay? So I also feel like there's a vision that you're trying to seek, okay? There's something that you're trying to perceive. Like, maybe you're trying to see something before it happens, okay? Or you're trying to escape, like, the thought of something here that is kind of like pulling on your heart or your passion here for something. That there's something that you're very passionate about that you are thinking about, okay? You feel like you need to kind of view something differently here, okay? Or this is someone else. Like, I feel like someone here is dreaming about someone. Someone could be dreaming about you, okay? Wanting to, like, travel, or they're fantasizing about you, okay? Someone is, they're very, like, they're very passionate about you, but there's this energy of you being very bold, okay? Being very bold. Maybe you're facing some sort of an illusion. You're standing up towards something that was a lie, that was an illusion. Here we have Temperance in the reverse. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. So you could feel like a little bit imbalanced when it comes to your work life. All right, you're trying to find balance within work. Okay, you could be impatient about something. All right, about building something as well. Something pique your, like, there's another issue with conflict of interest here. So there's something that you want that someone else does not agree with. Okay, we have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, someone does not agree with, but I feel like you're being bold and daring to like move forward and kind of like ignore that energy and kind of just, you know, snuff it out, like, you know, just leave it. Okay, so it's like you're overcoming obstacles when it comes to imbalances in your life. Okay, you're moving forward. You're working very hard to do this. Okay, someone here could be drinking a little bit. All right, a little bit too much. Let's see. We have the Four of Cups. There's something that you are not interested in. Okay. Or there's something here that you need to think about. You need time and space to think about something here, like regarding moving on to calmer waters here with the Six of Swords. Like, you're going through a phase of transition, okay, and change in your life, all right? And this is kind of like a forced change because Spirit has seen that you have been burdening yourself with unnecessary issues here. Okay, I'm also getting unnecessary drama. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Let's see what else. We have the Devil. We have the Fool. Be careful with impulsively jumping into relationships or, like, you know, get-togethers. Okay, don't be impulsive in your ways. I feel like there's something here that's repressed from within you that you may need to release, that you may need to heal. Okay, there's something here that's kind of like holding you back. Okay, or this could even be a person. This could be like an old memory. This could be some sort of childhood trauma that's holding you back from moving forward. Even though you still have this King of Wands energy where you're very bold right now. Okay, you're standing up for yourself, but you still feel a little bit imbalanced. You still feel like you're still trying to find the wave. Like you're trying to find the wave in it, okay? The flow of life, all right? But you're trying to make sure, like, you're trying to make sure that you have something that's solid. Like, I don't know, I'm hearing something solid here. We have the Queen of Wands now, okay? And then we have the Knight of Swords. So there's a person here who is matching your energy, okay? And you could very well be dealing with a fire sign, okay? There's someone here that you're very fearless and brave, all right, towards. You are strong, energetic, and ready to take on the world, okay? And I feel like you're owning it, all right? So again, you are in touch with your feminine side as well, so this definitely makes sense for you. You know, you're feeling more like there's more enthusiasm, more excitement in something here, like a lot of excitement pulsing through your veins, something like that, okay? When it comes to peace, restoration, relaxation, okay? You're in a hurry to have peace with someone here, have peace here in your life. And I feel like nothing is stopping you from doing that. Okay, interesting. So let's get some more information for you. Let's see here. What else does Aquarius need to know at this time? There's something about love songs. There's also something about the drums, like drum beat makes you move, okay? All right, so it makes you move, sway. All right, sway your hips. I'm hearing that, okay? Maybe you want to go somewhere where you can dance, be free, okay? Celebrate something, okay? I'm getting like a an island somewhere, like going to an island somewhere and just like dancing, being free, okay, enjoying yourself, okay, relaxing. Okay, we have shocking news, all right? So someone here is going to get some sort of a shocking news, Okay, maybe when it comes to you, Aquarius, we have wish. All right, so make a wish. Spirit is saying. We have secret accounts. What's wish? I feel like someone here is watching you from a secret account. We have faith, healing, meditation, and praying. Okay. Yeah, so you're in this meditative state. Like, you're in this space of just self right now. Okay, and okay, so you're making a wish and praying for a romantic partner here, or praying for your romantic partner. You could be communicating with someone here. It says, I miss you. Wow. So someone is saying that they miss you, okay, and it's a secret. All right, so they don't want everyone to know that they miss you, okay. We have memories. Yeah, they're thinking about fond memories with you. All right, they're thinking about how they ghosted you, how everything was like off and on, okay, how detached. All right, so maybe this is someone thinking about you and thinking about how you weren't really fully, you know, into it, because again, like, you are someone that needs your space, okay. You have this detachment style about you. So I feel like someone's thinking about this, okay, and maybe someone here impulsively ghosted somebody here, okay, because of this. It caused some sort of an ending. Okay, let's see. Ooh. So it says under pressure, anxiety, decisions, time's running out. Okay, so someone could feel like they're under pressure to do something here. They feel fucked up over you. All right, they feel like someone is thinking about you heavily and praying for you and making wishes upon you, wishing for you maybe to come back into their life, or they're just wishing wishing you the best. Okay, I feel like someone here is wishing you the best, and they're thinking about memories, and it's giving them a lot of, like, you know, anxiety. It's giving them like a feeling of being under pressure. Okay, they're overwhelmed. They feel like, you know, they could feel like it's too late. Like, they feel really messed up over this, because you could have bumped heads with someone here. Okay, so let's see what else. We have feelings. Feelings. So deep in my feelings. Okay, so we have love spell. Oh. Someone could feel like they're in love with you, Aquarius. Okay, they can't get enough of you, enough of your energy. They can't help it. This is very interesting. Okay, so someone is really like thinking about you heavily. Okay, that's something that you need to know. And someone here could be also like spying on you. All right, shady. Okay, this is a shady person here. They could have done a love spell on you to keep you attached to them. Okay, they watch you from secret accounts, or they do something with technology where they watch your every move. That's creepy. Okay, very creepy. All right, let's get like two more. Okay, yeah, Jezebel and Ashamed. Okay, so we have a Jezebel out here that feels very guilty and embarrassed in doing the wrong thing here. Okay, you've turned your back on this person here, or they feel like you are, or you're about to. They feel like you have turned your back on someone here. Okay, because maybe, you know, they did too much when it comes to, you know, attaching themselves to you, or you feel like smothered by this person, or this person, you know, take a resonate. Someone here feels this way. Okay, they're trying to cope with this distance that you have between you two. Okay, they're addicted to your sex. Wow. Wow, 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 Aquarius. Interesting, interesting. All right, so I did want to pull something else. Let's get one more oracle, and then we're going to get some inspiring words and some advice here. All right, Aquarius's overall energy at this time. Holy Spirit. It's like someone can't think. They can't even like fathom being without you. Okay, we got air sign and healer. So you're a healer. That's why. Someone's addicted to your healing abilities. Okay, Aquarius. Someone's addicted to your healing abilities. There's something that you do that heals. Okay, others. This could be through touch or through speaking. We have time here. All right, so something here is taking time. I'm also getting, try not to procrastinate yourself on something. Okay, something's going to take time though. That's too many. Something is going to take time. Let's see. Ooh, we have gratitude and we have talisman. Yeah, so you're doing something here that's like giving this energy off as like you're very grateful for something. Something about candle work. Okay, for healing abilities. There's something that you do with candles, okay, that actually exudes a certain energy. We have earth again, okay, very well, thinking about an earth sign, huh? Or there's an earth sign in your energy. Okay, we have a past life, so this person could be from a past life, or you are grounded here. You're learning about your roots, I feel. Okay, you're learning about something regarding your roots and how you came to this earth. Like there's something about your past life that, you know, you have power within yourself, and you're learning about this. You're learning about the power of your past life, the power of knowing about your past life. Okay, and meditating, being grounded. Okay, very good, Aquarius. Let's see. We have a message and we have time again. Okay, well, I just hear time and time again, the way that I said that, but also, yeah, time. So something here, you're gonna get a confirmation or a message about something here soon, something about your home as well. Something here is going to confirm something for you in due time. So if you're like researching, looking for something, you're gonna find it in due time. There's something that you're looking for, and it's like a message, or there's like a message coming to you about something regarding your home in due time. Okay, so if that's something that you're waiting for, or you want to feel like you're at home somewhere, but you know, you have to be patient about something here. Okay, we have transformation and we have grounded. Yeah, like I said, grounded. And we have growth. You're learning a lesson here. You're learning something in life here that is teaching you how to change, all right? Go with the current, how to, you know, overcome certain things, okay? You're turning into a butterfly, a beautiful butterfly, all right? You're anchored in on something too. There's something that you're sticking to. Okay, and that's associated with your sign, sticking to something. So there's something that you're sticking to that's anchored in. Okay, now I don't know what this is, but it's giving you growth. All right, whatever you're sticking to, you know it's good for you. You know that it's healthy for you. You know that it's growing you. It's you're learning something, and it's very deep for you. It's very transformative. Okay, and in some way, shape, or form, it was forced, but it was for your betterment. Okay, so let's see what your, let me put this in here, advice is. Oops. All right. Okay. Let me fix my chair. All right. So, for the signs of Aquarius, Holy Spirit, what is their advice? What is some inspirational words that they could hear right now? Anything at all, Holy Spirit. confirmation. You're about to get it though. You're about to get a message, okay, about something here. You're about to get like a confirmation on something, okay. Something will confirm for you. Something that you're not too sure about, okay. Something that you may be guarded against right now. You're gonna get the answer to it, okay. So let's see. Okay, the first card we see Bluebeard, taboos. Okay, taboos. So there's something here that is very different. Okay, you are very different, Aquarius. Okay, so let's see. The red shoes, obsession. Okay. And at the bottom we have Dawn, the golden-haired duty. All right, duty. Let's see. Blue beard, duty. Alright, so it says, "Here," said he, "are the keys. These open my strong boxes, which hold my money, both gold and silver. These my caskets of jewels. And this is the master key to all my apartments. But as for this little one here, it is the key to the closet at the end of the great hall on the ground floor. Open them all, go into each and every one of them, except that little closet, which I forbid you, and forbid it in such a manner that if you happen to open it, you may expect my just anger and resentment." Oh, so anger and resentment, okay, is here. This tale by Charles Perrault proves the link between horror and fairy tales. Within this tale, a young woman becomes the bride of a mysterious and powerful aristocrat who is known as Bluebeard. Her life is one of lonely luxury within a chateau with over 100 rooms. As he is about to depart for a long trip, he hands her the keys to every room within the castle to prove his love for her. Yet he forbids her to enter one of these rooms, even threatening her with death should she break this only rule. The key is exquisite, and all that is forbidden is tantalizing. So it's very like, you know, it's very tempting. Okay, so something here is tempting, all right? So of course, our heroine explores all the rooms in the castle while Bluebeard is away, and the discovery she makes is horrifying. For the one room, this place she has been warned holds her death, holds the bodies of Bluebeard's previous wives, hanging on the walls like meat in a butcher's shop. For all the wives of Bluebeard had yielded to their curiosity and entered the room, and this was the death of them all. Our heroine drops the key in the room, and it is covered with blood from the bodies. No matter how she tries, she cannot remove the stain of the blood, the evidence of her breaking this cruel man's one rule. And so when he returns, she hands back the keys, and he knows what she has done. There is no mercy. He insists she prepare for her death. Wow. So someone here broke a rule. Someone did something against, you know, someone's rules here, and that's probably the forced change I'm getting that's happening. It's causing a death or an ending here, okay? It doesn't have to be a literal death, but an ending to something, okay? So what are we to make of this tale within a card? That there is a person you are close to with secrets, and if you were to know their secrets, it could endanger you. For these are not trivial things that have been kept from you. This person is dangerous, and they have hurt others, and they want you only to see their good qualities, what they have given you, how generous they are. But to do this means giving up so much power. Curiosity is not so much punished in this tale, as the bride is rescued by her family and escapes her cruel fate. So this suggests that if members of your soul family, people who have true friendship and concern for you, are expressing any misgivings over your closeness with a powerful person who inspires respect and a little fear, and who demands obedience, listen to them. Okay, so if someone's telling you about someone that is, they demand respect, obedience, and there's people like questioning them, like maybe you need to question them too, or maybe that's what's going on. Okay, curiosity itself is the key to freedom within this story. For while he makes good on his threat to execute her, her family saves her, and the bodies of the other wives are discovered and given respectful burial. So while some have read this tale to be about the sin of curiosity, I read it as curiosity being the natural way when there has been oppression and secrets and hidden rooms and places within intimate relationships. So there's something about oppression here. There's something about secrets. Someone is keeping something from you, okay? All relationships require boundaries, but obedience and forbidden areas and punishment, they are warning signs indeed. Never lose your curiosity. It might lead you to danger, but it will reveal the truth. Never let another draw you close, then forbid you from knowing who they truly are. And listen to those who truly love you. Often they can see what we cannot. Yeah. So the meaning is family protection, discovery of secrets, okay, curiosity which cannot be stifled, hidden truths, forbidden topics, places, people, inappropriate punishment. You have discovered an awful truth. Secrets can no longer be kept. There is protection and defiance for you. Listen to family who loves you. They see what you cannot. Okay, so yeah, listen to people that, family that loves you, okay? There could be something that you may not know about a person, and you may be a little bit naive to their ways or something like that. There's something that they're keeping from you. Okay, this is what spirit is telling you. All right. So yeah, so just be very wary. Okay. Wow. Yeah, and someone here could be very tempting, but they are hiding something from you. Okay, they may, it's like not all that glitters is gold, right? So now we have obsession. Okay, so now I'm getting that there's someone here that is obsessed with you but has secrets, but I don't know. Let's see. The red shoes. 20. Page 101. Okay. She danced, and she was forced to dance through the gloomy night. Didn't I say something about dancing? The shoes carried her over stack and stone. She was torn till she bled. She danced over the heath till she came to a little house. Here, she knew, dwelt the executioner, and she tapped with her fingers at the window and said, "Come out, come out. I cannot come in, for I am forced to dance." Forced to dance. Forced to change. Okay. And the executioner said, "Thou dost not know who I am. I fancy. I strike bad people's heads off, and I hear that my axe rings." "Don't strike my head off," said Karen. "Then I can't repent of my sins, but strike off my feet and the red shoes." Hans Christian Andersen uses the symbol of red shoes in more than one fairy tale, and they symbolize when given up gladly for friendship and love, a sacrifice because they are so valued and treasured. But in this tale, a trickster, the devil, wow, almost in his guise as he appears in the traditional tarot, offers a young girl red shoes. She covets them and misunderstands what they are because her greed for them is all-encompassing, and she accepts them. They are more important to her than her relationships, her community, and respect. This is the key to the story, that all things that lead to our addiction and compulsion, that control us and enslave us, are most often are most often offered, not suffered, offered to us, and they begin to chip away at what makes us good people. Yeah, so there's something here that could be almost like the devil in disguise, or like there's a dark deal, like a trickster. There's like a devil that wants to trick you, that wants to give you something that feeds like your addictions, but you have to sacrifice something precious for it, okay, or someone, okay. So this is like someone like doing something in the dark regarding, you know, exchanging energies. I don't know. Let's see. All addictions hurt us not only physically, they destroy us ethically. So the first lesson when we receive this card is to know when to say no to an offer we find hard to resist. In this tale, the young girl's shoes are activated to do what they are meant to do. They dance, but they have no interest or concern for the young girl who wears them. They spin and turn until she is exhausted and weeping and out of control. This is the same with all compulsions, addictions, and things that start out as fun. This is how addictions begin. Wow. So something that starts off as fun is an addiction, right? So, I mean, not all things, but, you know, something is very compulsive, and yeah, it could seem very fun at first, but it can have you lose control. Okay, so this is how addictions begin, and her desire for the shoes overrides everything. Just as addicts steal from those they once loved, the craving overwhelms all love. It becomes the reason for living, and it can kill us. The only solution for the girl is to beg for the woodcutter to chop off her feet. A horrible, horrible option, but she begs for him to release her from the shoes. So now it's like, you know, this girl traded in something for her shoes, okay, basically her freedom, okay, to like live. So she's like dancing forever, and she's overwhelmed now. So now she's like willing to sacrifice like her feet in order to stop this chaotic energy, like to stop from dancing her feet off, like from her shoes, which will not come off otherwise. So she sacrifices her feet and begins again, broken and crippled, and yet she goes on, and life begins again, and she creates a life where she has learned and suffered and changed, but which now is within her own control. So it's giving like there's something that, you know, someone used to love to do. There's something that was fulfilling to someone, something that gave them some sort of balance in the beginning, but then lost control. And, you know, it's like a permanent, like, it's like someone gaining like a scar from something, okay? And they have to live with that now. They have to live. So it's like you have to live with your choices. This card asks you to consider a radical, strong solution to a difficult problem. It could be a relationship that feels out of control, or your devotion or addiction to something that started as a recreation, a desire, a longing, something you thought would be wonderful and give you a great deal, and take nothing, except it has taken, perhaps even taken over your life. You need to seek help, and you need to break the chains, cut yourself free, and start again. This could be painful and difficult, but it will result in being free to be yourself again, except a whole lot wiser, and able to help others who wish to embrace the curse of the beautiful red shoes too. So obsession, need, slave, and curse. What started out as a pleasure has become an addiction. There is an unhealthy attachment in your life. Take steps to free yourself from your own compulsion. Seek help and support in gaining control. Reassert yourself as the sovereign of your own life. Take back your power. Yeah, so with the King of Wands coming out, you are taking back control of your life. There's something here that overrides your free will, and you don't like that, right? So I feel like you're doing something, you know, and standing up for yourself, okay? Taking back control of your own life. Okay, so yeah, that's just obsession. Yeah, obsession is really bad, you know. It can destroy you from the inside out, okay? But last And not least, we have Judy. Okay, Judy. She looks really annoyed. She's like, do I have to do this? I don't know. Do I have to? Okay. Let's see. 40. She's like, really? 160. Okay. Alright, so she set him free with her own hands. Then she placed a gold crown on his head and a royal cloak on his shoulders. Come, she said, I make you my king. Ooh. A young princess had hair the color of the sun at first light, and she wore it about her as a cloak, to both hide within and feel safe behind. She was so lovely, she was named Dawn, and all who beheld her gave away a piece of their heart to her. A great king who beheld her fell so deeply in love. He went to her father and to her mother to ask for her hand, but they said it was Dawn's decision to make, and she loved her home well and wished only to belong to herself. And the king went away and chose a bright and good young man to plead his case, for the king was too busy with the matters of state to conduct a romance. I'm getting someone playing Cupid, or there's like a mediator between you and a person. So the young man went away, and although he was fine to gaze upon, and well made and strong, canny and fine, he was humbled at the trust his king had given to him, as he thought of how he could win this princess for his king. He took to the woods, where he always felt most at peace. He passed a small lake and saw a fish out of water, choking on the air, wriggling desperately towards the water. He gently picked it up and gave it back to the waters, and the fish leaped high in the silver waters. So something about fish jumping out of their water tanks or something. Thanking him, promising him a good deed when he had need. Yeah, because I've seen that. The only reason why I say that is because I've seen that scenario before. It's been mentioned to me before about fish jumping out of tanks. Okay, so I'm not sure exactly what that means. Promising him a good deed when he had need. The young man smiled, for how could a fish help him win the hand of Dawn, the golden-haired? A little later, he saw a crow being hunted by an eagle, and he climbed high and chased off the eagle, feeling that for this day he could be sure the humble did as well as the mighty. And the crow thanked him too, and promised him a reward when the time came. And the young man smiled, a crow to come to his aid. Then he came upon an owl, caught within a net left by humans, and he delicately freed the owl, not wishing to damage it in any way. And the owl gazed at him, sleepy and weary after a long night's struggle, and promised her favor when the time came. At last, he knew what he would do to gain the favor of the princess for his king. He found her two playful puppies, and headed for the castle. Dawn readied herself again, knowing that she would marry none. For unbeknownst to the young man, a huge ogre who lived nearby had sworn to make Dawn his own. And she knew if she married another, it would bring death upon that man. Okay, so the princess isn't marrying anyone because she knows that an ogre wants her, and the ogre is dangerous, and the ogre is possessive over her, and this ogre could hurt somebody. But when he came to her with the fine, playful little dogs and the kindness shining from his eyes, she felt herself falling in love, and told him of her need. But he said her hand was intended for his king, and he was merely his messenger. Oh, so someone's falling in love with a messenger. Okay. and he insisted that he must try to win her hand. I almost said heart. So she sighed and gave him her first quest, to find a lost ring which had fallen from her slender fingers as she swam. And to his surprise, the fish he had saved brought him the ring. Okay, the fish he saved brought him the ring, but she still did not wish to marry this young man's king, for she was falling in love with his messenger. So a second quest was given, that the giant with a yen for her must be thwarted, destroyed, so she and her kingdom could be free. The young man left, and as he approached the giant's abode, made of the skeletons of former adversaries, his friend the crow dove from the skies and plucked out the eyes of the giant. The ogre fell to the ground, writhing in pain, and the young man unsheathed his sword and took his head. This was not enough, for Dawn had fallen so deeply in love with the young man before her, she wished only to send him on his way, so she would not be reminded of what she could never have. Aww. But he succeeded in the third task too, with the help of the wise owl he rescued, and so she married the king, who then threw the loyal young man into prison, as he could see how Dawn adored him. And finally, due to his jealousy, somebody's jealous. Somebody is jealous. Somebody's restricting someone because they're jealous. He passed away. Dawn was finally able to marry the man she adored. Oh, okay, so the king passed away. All right, yeah, due to his jealousy. Set herself free and keep her kingdom free too. The story is about love that seems thwarted, but which does eventually come to be. So this is a card of hope. It is a card of duty, reluctantly but honorability done. And it is a card about happily ever after, as Dawn and her true love lived, along with their two little dogs, of course. Oh, someone could have a dog or two dogs. So someone, yeah. So Aquarius, don't give up hope on being with someone, or someone here is not giving up hope on being with you or sticking with you. Okay, because so it seems like there's people that are jealous. Okay, it seems like there's people that, you know, it's like a triangle. It's like one person likes the other, but the other person likes, you know, this person. And there's two people that feel mutually the same, but they feel restricted. But Spirit is saying, don't give up hope. Okay, it says power brings responsibility. Okay, also, like, there is a justice that can happen when two people come together. Okay, all right, the ogre died and the king died. Okay, and they were actually able to be together. So power brings responsibility, duty has rewards, patience, all will be well in the end. A time of recognition and success is coming. True love finds its time. Your good turns will now be rewarded. Okay, Aquarius. Okay, so maybe this is how you feel. Like, you're really annoyed that, you know, you feel restricted towards a person, or someone here feels like this towards you, or, you know, take what resonates. But wow, this was your reading, Aquarius. Okay, I hope that this, you know, this actually helped you. Okay, I hope that it gave you some sort of clarity. All right, continue to believe in love. Okay, continue to, you know, thrive in your success, and don't let anybody distract you. Okay, and if you need time to think something through, take your time, think something through. And, you know, people just need to respect you. I don't know, there's something about that here. But yeah, this was your reading. All right, I'll see you in the next one. So just hit that like button, let me know if I did a good job, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.